Okay, it looks like... actually, I'm not sure. Actually, it looks like Ian's going first. So I thought you were a player to watch today? Well, yeah, of course. Like, you're watching me right now, aren't you? Curly in hand, we see a vessel coming down and is going to give up the rare candy. I mean, it's possible Calvin would whiff the Badoo, but... use their time to think ahead your turn. At least that's what Emma said she does. Yeah, it's a good call out for sure. Like, to like give you something more practical to play around. When your opponent's playing out their turn, think about what you're going to do on your turn. So that way you can play faster, even faster on your turn. Work on that if that's not something you're already incorporating into your play. Don't just sit there and like watch your opponent do their stuff and try and predict what they're going to do. Just let them do what they're going to do. Well, you have to predict what they're going to do a little bit so you can like then decide what you want to do in response. But Calvin went first. Oh, Calvin went draw pass. Okay. Now, if y'all are lying to me... okay, it looks like Iono after that from Ian. 6 fresh cards for both players. Bravery Charm found. Monkey Dory found. And Ultra Ball. We can go get a Curlia here from Ian. Gives up a Bravery Charm. Can be a pretty powerful card against Pulse. Am I allowed to use a chess clock while playing a tournament? No, no, just you? What if your opponent doesn't want to use it? You show up with a chess clock and you just set 25 minutes on your side of it, and then your opponent doesn't have one and just starts playing the game. And then what if you time out, you just lose? Your opponent just does not care. Your time expires, like, well, I guess you just lose. You're the one who brought the chess clock. Countercatcher and Luminous here from Calvin is the choice. Goes for the Luminous here. I do see an Ultra Ball in the hand there and a Buddy Poffin, so we can get into the Badoo this turn for Calvin. Can one bring a normal clock to tournaments? No. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. You can bring a watch. I about to roll up with a, what are they called? The big grand clock? Or what is it? No, what is it called? What's the name of it? Something grand clock. I think there's grand in the name, right? Grandfather clock, yeah. You might yeah, you just have like a two-wheeler with you and you're just like schlepping around a grandfather clock with you everywhere. Rolling up with it. That's how I keep track of time. Don't worry about it. Egg timer. Good roll up with the egg timer, yeah. All right, Ultra Ball played. It did give up a jamming tower there, but ooh, actually, that actually could be a big. Well, I guess Calvin knows Ian has Curlia. Oh, but you could have played the jamming tower here as Calvin and then played around. I do like the Latias scrap here, so we can attach the energy for turn. Well, the other card in hand is this second jamming tower. Because you would love to have played jamming tower this turn as Calvin to stop potential TM Evo. Shutting down the potential TM Evo would have been pretty nice for sure. Two-wheeler, some California shit. It's a hand truck or dolly. I've never heard someone call it a hand truck. I know the term dolly. Two-wheeler? No, two-wheeler is not correct, is it? Dolly? I know that I've used the term dolly before. Is two-wheeler the thing I'm thinking of? Not sure. Have you ever taken Guardy to a regional Azul? I don't remember. Maybe. Yes, I have, yeah. A buggy? No, not a buggy. How essential is getting Badoo out early in Poltnor? Very essential. It's like a key part of your strategy is slowing your opponent down as much as possible. So Badoo's a pretty big deal. Our second Dracloak here from Calvin. Dragapult and Night Treasure immediately goes for the Dragapult there. Isn't two-wheeler a bike? Yeah, two-wheeler is a bike. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm like messing up on two-wheeler. But I feel like there's another name for it besides hand truck and dolly. Hand truck / dolly. But no, there's another one, right? Our Frillish to the bench. Evolves the bench. Rolts into a Curlia and then into the Iono. No Psychic Energy yet. No Psychic Energy drawn. So you can't item lock with Frillish. Got a Dark Energy to the Monkey Dory. That actually could be a big deal. We're just going to retreat to the Frillish and pass. But Calvin could have energy. So yeah, you want to move this 10 off. And you probably just move it to the Badoo, to be honest. Goes for the Duskull. Okay, that seems reasonable as well. There's a pass. Okay, Calvin could take over this turn. Dragapult, Dusclops, Counter Catcher. That's game. We go game 2. Let's see what Calvin can put together here, though. The Dusclops has been found. And then into... Ooh, I see the fire. I see the Dragapult. I see the Counter Catcher. What? It just literally has it. It has the combo in hand. These Dracloaks are just free. You just get bonus cards. We definitely want to get another Duskull down on this turn from Calvin. Another Duskull would be really good. Also, honestly, a Lily here to replenish the hand after you play everything out would be pretty sick as well. Let's see what second Dracloak finds, though. What do we got? Hilda and Dracloak. Could play Hilda this turn. Just get your follow-up energy like the Neo Upper, and then maybe a second Dusclops, as long as you can get a Duskull this turn. Is debating between the Dracloak and the Hilda here, though. I mean, the Hilda would also get you the Dracloak, so if you don't have another supporter, you always keep the Hilda. Like, no matter what, the Hilda gets kept. Unless you have another supporter. Well, if you have another supporter, then you're probably shuffling your hand into your deck, so... yeah... Dragapult. Yeah, I'm curious to see, will Ian just concede? After the combo happens, does Ian pack it up and go next? Or do you stick it out? It is still technically winnable for Ian. It's not over, but... it's not looking good. He's considering the Ultra Ball here, actually. He's going to Ultra... wait, we're Ultra Balling away the Counter Catcher. Or Halucha. Oh, do we have Boss in hand? Oh, okay, that's even better. Then we don't even have to use the other guy. Okay, never mind. I guess we get to keep our Dusclops. Sure, why not? Yep, there's the boss. Sick. Well, no, well, actually, I do question this play from Calvin. Would it not still have been better to pop the Clops, use the Counter Catcher, and save Boss and Halucha? I feel like saving Boss and Halucha was better, no? Because we could have pop Clop. We do the same thing, but we pop Clops, use Counter Catcher, then we save Boss, and we save Halucha to chase follow-up rolls. I feel like those are two really powerful cards to have access to after this turn. I mean, the Dusclops is pretty good as well, though. I can't deny the Dusclops being a good option as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's close, I guess. No, this might still just be better, to be honest. Not sure. Ian can still Lily for 8 now. Oh, I didn't even factor that in. That is a good point. That is more value for Ian. Also, should Ian have not promoted Monkey Dory and gone for the Confusion play here? I feel like the Confusion play was... I guess Calvin still has Dusclops to fall back on, though. You could retreat the Dragapult into Dusclops, pop Dusclops, retreat back. I'll save Clops for a future Nor dive. Okay, Ogardi. I mean, I don't think that's a play. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a fake play. All right, Arvin got played here from Ian, giving up the TM Devo. Now it's a GG. He can't tank another Pult attack plus pop. Sure, I can see it. I can see this being the correct play for sure. Here comes the secret box. Prizes were even. Countercatcher was unusable. Not after you pop Dusclops, though. You pop Dusclops on the Ralts or the Curlia and then Countercatcher. So I guess we're going to see the TM Evo here from Ian, it looks like. And the Super Rod to go with it is... Okay. Recover a Ralts and a Curlia. 2 Ralts? No, we nitro for 1 Ralts, right? Team Evo, double Curlia. Okay, but then I guess... Yeah, okay, so then we get double Curlia online. And then now Calvin needs a boss plus Dusclops. So you would need the... Oh, and the fish to protect with the item lock? Does that matter, though? I don't know if that would matter. Are items even that powerful here? Yeah, maybe it's not that big of a deal. But it's just like that much more set up. Will you be streaming Singapore Premier Ball League later? Possibly, yeah. All right, so yeah, this game is definitely not over yet. I was like debating on whether or not Ian should concede last turn, but this was a pretty big turn. Boss top deck here. Ian would probably concede if Calvin top deck boss here. Or it plays boss here, excuse me, if it can find a boss. But saving the Dusclops does open it up to be able to actually use boss here, which is pretty good. The only question I would have had then would be... Calvin could have played Hilda, gotten an energy, Ultra Balled away the energy plus another card, get second Duskull, hold the Dusclops off Hilda, pop the Dusclops, plus play Countercatcher, and then have access to Dusclops on the next turn, as long as the second Duskull or second Dusclops weren't prized. And then would have been able to hold the boss that way. Okay, we see Hilda coming out here. Establish the Neo Upper Energy, could evolve the bench Dracloak to Dragapult. If you take a knockout this turn as Calvin, you kind of need to evolve the Dracloak to Dragapult to play around Clefairy Mew. We'll see. Looks like it was debating a Luminous there. It's going for a basic Psychic. Was the Neo prized? Or maybe it's in the hand. How many Artisans does Robb play? 2. He might not be able to Devo now. I mean, Devo's not a... He already discarded the TM Devo. Devo's not a line of play in this matchup, basically, ever. Oh, we have Neo in hand. Okay. If we don't take a knockout this turn from Calvin, you don't have to evolve the bench to the Dragapult because... Yeah, okay, this is kind of coming around a little bit for sure. This is definitely not over. Calvin's still in a pretty good spot. Gonna be able to put a lot of damage in play on this turn as well. You could kill the Monkey Door, I guess. No, you don't really want to take a knockout here. You don't want to get Mew. All right, there's the attack. Yeah, you don't want to get Mew plus Clefairy here. How many Artisans does Robb play? Probably 2. Or I already answered your question, my bad. What will be the best turn from Calvin? Instantly deleted your message. Could he just punch Jelly and do 4 on Fez? Just play for Nor Jelly Boss Fez? Yeah, I mean, that seems fine. Something like that. All right, Guardy from Ian immediately into the Iono. There's a lot of damage in play. Did find a Nest Ball. Does have a Bravery Charm. Bravery Charm to Fez. Can you go Jellicent? Goes for the Dusclops, actually. Immediately chases down the Dusclops here to remove that from play. And then into the Artisan. Maybe was going to go for second Monkey Dory there, but it is prized. It looks like he was going to go for something that's not there. I definitely think Ian was looking for second Monkey Dory there. It is there's double Monkey Prize, though. So now from Ian... Feeling 30. Is actually going to KO the Badoo. Oh, we could get a monkey. Did we? No, the Night Stretcher. No second monkey here. Here's the Earthen Vessel. More energy to the discard pile. Loading some energy into the hand. I mean, we can still KO the active with Jellicent, though. We still have that working here for Ian. And then you could Bravery Charm the... Wait, why did we heal damage off the active? Did that actually matter? Was healing the damage off the active from Ian there actually just a misplay? There was 200 on it. Oh no, I guess you would lose to boss here if you don't heal it, right? No, but we just attached for a turn to the active. I think we could have gone Bravery Charm to the bench Fez and then and heal 30 off the Fez, right? I feel like Calvin could have closed the game, but now Ian has a line. I don't think so. I don't think he had any play to close out the game there. You appreciate the 19 months there, Ninja. Didn't even lose the boss. Jelly has 7 HP. Yeah. Well, that's because he attached return to that instead of the monkey door. So I wonder if he was just like so... I don't even know. Oh, okay. Well, no. But then if we heal 30 off the Fez, we can still heal 30 off the Jelson, even if we get a monkey door off the prize cards, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. Lose to jamming then? I mean, that jamming literally changes nothing about the board state. Like healing, no. No. that changes nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure monkeying off Fez was literally just 100% correct there from Ian. I think he just kind of got ahead of himself and then healed the Jellicent, but healing Jellicent literally doesn't ever do anything. He KO Klops Azul. I know he KO Klops. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, though. That has everything to do with what I'm talking about. That's why healing the Jelly didn't make any sense. All right. One and only Dracloak here for Calvin. There's no way to win this turn. But we are going to be drawing some prize cards at the very least. And Ian still needs 4 prize cards. Fez is making its way to the bench. Can draw some cards with it. There we go. Fez for 3. It feels like if this Dracloak evolves to a Dragapult, there's no way for Ian to win. It's like right now, when you take a knockout here as Calvin. Yeah, is there even a win condition here for Ian? I guess you can go Clefairy, Bravery Charm, knockout, right? Iono. And I guess that's a line, right? But then you lose to Ursaluna Energy, you lose to Jamming Tower, but that is a line, I think. Or you also lose to Boss. Wait, Calvin just didn't take the KO. Does that not give a line here to Ian? Does that trap it in the active? Maybe it just traps it in the active. I guess Calvin knows. Calvin maybe knows there's a Monkey Dory prized here. So Calvin... Well, what if Ian has Turo, though? Doesn't this just lose to, like, Turo Clefairy? Are we not scared of Turo here? If we take the knockout, we probably win. This maybe guarantees the win if Turo doesn't happen, but what if Turo happens? I guess I'm kind of curious. Did Ian play Turo at Milwaukee? I'm going to check that real fast. Ian did not play Turo at Milwaukee. Actually, does anyone play Turo and Jelly Guardy? Neither did Rowan. Maybe people just don't play Turo and Jelly Guardy. Maybe it's not something to worry about, to be honest. It's possible. Second Monkey Dory found here for Ian. No bench space for Clefairy. Put 6 on the active. Wait, where did this damage come from? Oh, it came off the Fez. I was like, dude, wait, what the heck? And just punch with the Jelly for 80 more. Now over to Cal. I mean, this... Oh, I don't know. It feels like this gives more of an opportunity to Ian than it does to Calvin, though. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's how... Okay. Calvin. Ooh, and now with Calvin's Monkey Dory. Oh, all right. This is a pretty sick line here from Calvin. Now you heal 30 off the active Dragapult to KO the Jellicent. Get full value. And then even if you don't win this turn as Calvin, you're feeling pretty good about that extra damage in play. Calvin has Boss. Oh, so you have Boss as well? Chill. Oh, so we can win this turn with Boss jamming, maybe? Maybe a mistake there from Ian to not heal 30 off the active there, actually. Yeah, that was maybe a mistake from Ian. Could have healed 30 off Fez plus 30 off Jellicent. Instead commits to healing 60 off the Fez. That gives Calvin this line of KOing the Jellicent with Monkey Dory. Also, Calvin could just wait. Like, Calvin doesn't actually have to attack as well. You could just heal 30 off the active and pass. Now, the damage buildup does favor Ian, but you could, like, buy yourself a turn until you find something better, to be honest. We'll see. This goes for the boss on the Fez. Probably does not have access to the jamming this turn, but this is still a pretty good play here from Calvin. Goes 30 off the Dragapult, puts it onto the Pheasantipity, and then it's going to punch the active. You still don't have to KO the Jellicent, I guess, right? You could just leave the Jellicent here. You just leave it alive. And do you want to do that, though? I'm actually not sure if that makes any sense. Okay, now I'm questioning, like, once the Monkey Dory hit the bench here from Calvin, should we have conceded here? And now we've seen the boss as well. Now should Ian have conceded? Although, hold on. Okay, well, maybe not. That was the... Is that the last boss from Calvin? Ian can attack with Gardevoir into Dragapult next turn. Oh, but is Calvin just going to leave Ian bench locked? Calvin is just punching Fez but not taking a knockout, right? You just literally punch and just chill. Okay, that's the play for sure, right? Calvin's just going to punch the Fez, put 6 on a Curlia, or put 2 on the Jellicent. Don't KO it, put 4 somewhere else. And then just, take another turn to build up damage and play. Don't give bench space for Ian to get access to Clefairy. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, sure. Once Calvin does that play, I think the only thing you can think about here as Ian is hoping Calvin misplays. And as soon as Calvin doesn't misplay, you probably concede. As soon as Calvin doesn't KO Jellicent, you should probably pack it up. Let's see, though. Calvin played 3 boss and Lil. Oh, did he? So we might have another boss left then, I guess. Oh, he is KOing the Jellicent. Hold on. I feel like this gives a line to Ian. Just throw 6 on the Jelly. The Jelly's KO'd. Okay, Ian can go Clefairy, Iono, Guardy KO active. Dude, the punch no KO play felt so good. Like, if we didn't play around Turo last turn, why are we playing around Turo this turn? Oh, wait, Ian doesn't even have to put Clefairy in play. Ian can just KO the active with Gardevoir plus Pheasantipity. Plays it S-Ball, doesn't even grab it. That makes sense. You don't need it. Goes into the Fez for 3. There's the Iono. We need energy to move the Pheasantipity still, though. There's energy to the active. Yeah, I feel like... Dude, I feel like Calvin had such a sick play. Like Calvin didn't play around Turo. And then decide to play around Turo this turn. But it feels like you should just disrespect the Turo 2 turns in a row and just win, right? Triple Monkey plus Devo is the game. The Devo got discarded earlier. Devo's not an out anymore. Pretty sure Calvin overcooked this game. Well, I think he cooked and then he overcooked, though. Like, the initial play was good, right? Like, just punch the... Don't take the knockout. Punch for 70. Go ahead. And then Ian does his thing. And then you go bring up Fez, punch Fez, don't take a knockout. Oh, Ian's going a step further, actually. Going for the counter catcher on the Fez to load up damage on that. And goes ahead and uses Artisan to shuffle the deck as well. So we're not even going to take a knockout here from Ian. Not even going to give the draw power of the Fez over to Calvin. I like this play even more. I didn't even think about going for... We can go a step further. And we still have 2 Monkey Dories here to use from Ian. How is Ian going to clean up his board here with the Monkey Dories? Oh, we're actually KOing the Fez. Okay, I thought we were going to trap it for a turn. Wait, why not trap it for a turn? Couldn't Ian have gone like move 6 to Halucha? Yeah, why not trap it for a turn? No trap, Latios? Oh, because there is Latias. Okay, good call, good call, good call. It's not actually stuck. True. Oh, but this does give Calvin the win condition of Ursa Luna Monkey Dory, right? Oh. Wait, there's 170. The bench Fez gets KO'd by Jamming Tower attack anyways. Ian loses here to... All right, KOing the Fez is still pretty good, but Ian loses here to... Ian definitely should have healed 30 off the active guard for, right? Or actually, if there was 3 more on the Fez. Oh, did we have to move 6 off the Fez? Otherwise, we lose to Monkey Dory. The more I think about it, shouldn't have Ian just KO'd the Dragapult that had the damage on it and given the Fez draw over? I almost feel like that was the better play, to be honest. There's win on board. Game on board. Am I trolling? There's Jamming Tower, so now it's definitely game. How much damage is on the Fez? 170? Or... Oh, yeah, what the fuck? He literally had game. Maybe Ian just played so confidently, healing the 6. Oh, so yeah, Ian threw. Yeah, Ian definitely threw. Cal definitely overcooked. Yeah, but so did Ian. All right, we got to go back and look at that. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh, dude, this was a cluster game. What the heck? This game was a cluster. Okay. So Ian can heal 6 off the Fez. It leaves it with 170 left, which gets KO'd by Monkey Dory plus Dragapult spread. So Ian needed to KO this Dragapult. The Dragapult with damage had to die here from Ian. So what Ian needed to do was KO the Dragapult with Guardy and then heal 6 off the Fez. Heal 6 off the Fez to the Dragapult, Guardy KO Dragapult is what he needed to do. For sure. And then I don't know, and then Calvin's previous turn as well was like the no jelly KO. The turn before this was like really interesting from Calvin. Like I like the no jelly KO from Calvin. Like here, just punch it for 70, don't KO it. But then he finds the boss and bosses the Fez. And then my first thought is, oh, this is pretty sick. You keep Ian bench locked, punch Fez for 200, spread 6. Don't allow Clefairy to get involved. Maybe Clefairy doesn't really matter. You don't take a knockout, so Fez doesn't draw Ian cards. Maybe that doesn't matter as much as I'm giving it credit for either. Then if Ian takes a knockout, you get access to... Did Calvin just have to swing here? Maybe Calvin did just have to swing here. But this sets up Calvin better to close out the game anyways. So, but buying the 1 turn... Maybe this was still correct from Calvin, actually. Just take the KO on the jelly. At first, I didn't like the idea of it, but the more I'm thinking about it, maybe, yeah, getting that first punch on the Jellicent, buying a turn, and then this turn going for the punch on Fez plus KO on Jellicent from Calvin was the correct line. Like, take the knockout this turn, and then there's a Fez sitting on the bench that can get KO'd by Jamming Tower, like we saw happen in the end. Well, Calvin played the Jamming Tower. The Jamming Tower wasn't really relevant, though. If Calvin doesn't KO the jelly, it gets out of range if Ian removes the damage on Calvin's board. That is true, actually. That is fair. Well, no, you could clean it. No, that is true. Yeah, you are right. Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Yeah, hang on, let's check the prize cards real fast. Yeah, 2 boss. The top 2 prize cards are Lily and Duskull. So Ian choosing second, of course. Turn 1 here from Calvin's pretty good, though. Buddy Poffin plus an energy for turn. You're not complaining about that. Already getting the Badoo down, ready to go into that item lock. The question for Ian is going to be, can Ian find TM Evolution on this first turn? That's definitely the play you want to do. Just get some Curly as established. Since he's playing Jelly, probably making the read Ian's not playing Turo, so he guaranteed to get KO'd. Yeah, I think that definitely is maybe a read there for sure, the lack of Turo. So ignoring the Turo for the first Jellicent punch and then going into that punch on Fez plus spread. I actually think, the more I think about it, honestly, I think I do like that. I think the play from Calvin to take the knockout on that turn made a ton of sense. Because then even once the Fez makes its way to the bench, you have reach to KO the Fez off the bench. I mean, you have guaranteed reach, but apparently neither player realized that the reach was guaranteed. But then on Ian's side, there was definitely some better play. Like, Ian needed to KO the Dragapult that had damage onto it. Like, he had to. All right, Lily here for 8 from Ian. Did establish a Dark Energy onto the Monkey Door, so we're looking for the TM Evolution. Ideally, this turn, second Ralts is found, but then it's just a pass over to Ian, and no out to Team Evolution in the hand for the next turn. Is playing double Bravery Charm, actually, in his list here. Appreciate the prompts up there. Landslide. Surely Ian realized and just bluffed it. No, he just didn't realize. There's no way you just don't KO the Dragapult instead, though. Just KO the Dragapult, give access to the Fez draw. You can still win that line as Ian there. You guaranteed lose the other line. It goes from winning to not winning. Or potentially winning to not winning. All right, Duskull established now. One Dracloak and another Dreepy. Maybe not that good of a follow-up second turn here from Calvin. Commits Dracloak to the active. He's going to have to lose that energy now to get into the Badoo. So we'll definitely want an energy attachment for turn. I think there is an energy in the hand there, so it does have it. Looks like it was Buddy Poffin and something else were the options here. Not sure what he opted for. And there's the retreat into the Badoo. And attach a Dracloak. And Itchy Pollen for 10. All right, over to Ian. No Candy Gardevoir available. No Curdlias in play yet. Psychic Energy in hand. Has some Bravery Charms to work with as well. You could load up one of those on the Rolt if you really wanted to. Eyeing the Lily and is going to go for the Lily here. No Arvid in hand, so can't guarantee the out to the Team Evolution. So, once again, Ian's looking for Team Evolution and Curdlias here. Progress closer to the Gardevoir. But the board from Calvin is a little bit scary. No second Duskull. It's nice to not see double Duskull on the other side, but I feel like the odds are not in Ian's favor here unless Team Evolution or a Kirlia is found. No Kirlia. No Team Evolution. A third Rolts, though. Okay. And some Artisans. Secret box for maybe next turn. Maybe when item lock breaks, but I don't think Calvin is going to break item lock until the potential of removing all Rolts from play is available. And with no Kirlias established, there's no threat on Ian's side of the field. Does utilize the Artisan to get a Monkey Dorian play. This is another board state, though, where Ian will not have access to the Mew plus Clefairy play anymore. Yeah, it's just not available. I don't think we're going to see Calvin attacking on this next turn. Oh, we do get a KO here, though. Okay, hold up. Okay, hang on. Actually, the Dracula gets promoted here from Calvin. I guess that makes sense. It actually makes things a little bit more interesting than I thought. We might see Calvin get aggressive here. The question is, what would you KO at this point? We also just might see him run to Badoo one more turn. Well, now that Fez got benched, though, I don't even like running to Badoo because we don't have bench space for double Duskull. Does get the Badoo, but if we're going to get Badoo here, shouldn't we leave the bench space open for double Duskull? Wait, is Duskull prize, actually? Maybe I'm trolling. Let me check real fast. Oh, second Duskull is prized. Okay. So the reason he's not playing for two Duskulls is because he's not trying hard enough. He's not cheating and taking the Duskull out of his prize cards and putting it on his bench. He just doesn't want the dub like that. So we have to commit to a solo Duskull board. So the triple Ralts is actually safe from... It's safe from Dusclops. It's actually not safe from Dusknor, though. Calvin can eventually get Dusknor Hawlucha boss. So we can't do that this turn, but we can do it next turn. So there is still the threat of board wiping the Ralts here from Calvin. So Ian still wants to try and piece something together as soon as possible. Two boss also prize makes it harder to wipe the Ralts. True, also the two boss. Yeah, two boss alongside the Duskull is definitely quite a big hindrance to setting up that triple Ralts KO here that Calvin wants to play for. You appreciate the 14 months there, Nicole. Ultra Ball coming in from Calvin. I'm sure a Dracloak or a Dusclops will be on the other side of this. And then did discard an energy, and we're going to have to commit an energy to retreat this Dracloak out of the active, unless Calvin just wants to start swinging. That could happen. It was prized last game. Last game was different. Like, I don't think there was ever an opportunity for him to actually get two on the bench. Yeah, last game, this game, Calvin has a lot more bench freedom for sure. All right, there's another energy committed to Giddy into the Badoo. This will also... Another thing with this, though, is this also gives another Another prize card over to Ian. Like, Ian's going to get another prize card here. Now, the Ionos are eventually going to start to hit Ian, though. So I'm sure Ian will probably TM Evo here if it's available over going for the knockout. Going to start with an Artisan, though. If there is a Pokemon grabbed here from Ian, and there is, it's the Frillish. Ian could go into item lock as well. That's something we can see here, and that's why Calvin played that Night Stretcher last turn, because the threat of item lock was looming. And not only is it item lock, it would actually be item lock for a KO on the Badoo if Ian really wanted it. Although I think taking a knockout here from Ian would probably be a mistake. I think leaving the 10 damage on the Monkey Dory and then hitting for 10 with Frillish would probably be better. Here comes the Lily. Only going to draw Ian 6, unfortunately, because a prize card has been drawn. That first Badoo KO. And with a 2 Iono prize, though, it's pretty nice to see an Iono here from Ian because you want to preserve those last couple Ionos for hand disruption into the late game. Just don't draw 8. Oh, okay. No Curlia found yet. It is going to be the Frillish attack, but is Ian going to go for a prize card? And it looks like, yes, Ian's going to get aggressive. Draw another prize card here. Still no Curlias. And obviously he is item locked, so can't Candy Guard for. But now Calvin is item locked. Boss off the top. That's pretty good. Like I said, the reason I didn't like this KO from Ian, though, like we could have got this KO next turn, I feel like. I didn't like this KO because now you get the Fez draw from Calvin. Let's see what happens, though. Plenty of energy in the hand there. Calvin has gone down quite a few energy, but I think literally all of Calvin's energy right now is on board in the discard pile and in his hand, besides the Neo Upper. We have Dragapult. We have Boss. We have Counter Catcher, actually. Oh, the Counter Catcher's not playable, actually. We have Boss. The only Boss. There's a Rare Candy. Oh, so Calvin is playing Rare Candy. The only missing piece here for Calvin... Oh, actually, Calvin's missing 2 pieces. Calvin is missing Dusknoir and Hawlucha. But there's an Ultra Ball, but we can't play it. Ooh, this item lock might be pretty big here. Now... Oh, there's also no Iono in the hand for Calvin. Because I was going to say, if we at least just attack... Dude, what do you do here? For sure, Ian drew 6 from Iono. He played Lily. He drew the correct amount. I think just swing and pray. I think this is going to be a swing and pray here from Calvin. I mean, maybe you gust up the Monkey Dory, right? Counting... Oh, use our only boss to bring up the Monkey Dory. And punching the Frillish seems... criminally bad. And we have no Iono to work with. It is just, oh my gosh, dude, what a game. There's the punch. Is this gonna be for 70? Okay, just goes for a 70 punch. Doesn't want to take a knockout. No bench space for Clefairy. But if Ian has Candy Guardy, I don't think Ian cares. No Candy Guardy though, just another Lily. Shuffle, draw 6. Yeah, I don't think Ian cares about Clefairy at all here. If Ian can just get a Candy Gardevoir here, this is looking really tough for Calvin. Yeah, both monkeys. I mean, then you give the bench space to... You give Fez draw power. No, you definitely don't take 2 KOs. Taking 2 KOs would be really bad because then you give Fez plus Clefairy possibility. You can't take double knockout. You could KO one thing this turn. Then you're still under the threat of the Clefairy. All right, what do we got here for Ian? Still no Curlia. No, Ultra Balls are active now too. It's just all energy. Dude. Put 6 on a Dreepy. And Frillish. The Ralts Horde are ready to go. Okay, 1 Dracloak to work with still here from Calvin. The other Dreepy is under threat as well. The 60 damage on it is pressuring it, just getting KO'd as soon as it evolves. And we're back under item lock. It goes immediately into the Monkey Dory, though, off the Artisan. Does have a Luminous Energy in hand. All that energy is going to be coming in hand here with that for sure. That'll lead to... Oh! Is that triple Ralts knockout now? Boss. I don't know. I can't do the math. It is triple knockout, right? So this gives Calvin triple Ralts KO this turn now. But it's not... Well... Ian could have not... Ian could have not... Monkey Dory, I guess. And just attacked with Frillish. Oh, does Hilda work as well for the Dusknoir? Yeah, this is looking tough now. Yikes. I was thinking we were gonna go boss, but this is probably just better, right? To play it like this. Sheesh. Even a couple Curlias wouldn't have saved it here. Actually, I guess Ian truly did need. He can't boss or counter catcher now. Oh shoot, you're right. Wait, one. Oh, did Calvin just throw? Oh, Calvin just threw. For some reason, I thought he could get there. Oh, maybe he thought he could counter catcher. Oh no, that is an insane throw. This is huge. Yeah, Calvin had the triple wipe. He had a Ralts in hand, right? Because we picked it up on the last turn. Yeah, can't counter catcher. The Friller shut it down. Oh boy. Moves 30 to a Ralts. $14, 6, 11, 14. Yeah, it would have been enough, bro. That's enough damage. Second Dragapult set up here from Calvin. Jamming Tower also coming out. He forgot item lock. Yeah, he must have just forgot item lock. I think I think that's what happened there for sure. Because playing counter catcher there feels way better than playing boss. Saving your boss for later is nice. Okay, it's just gonna be the first attack here from Calvin. Monkey Dory pushed up from Ian. Is that Arvin? There's a guard 4 in hand. Is Candy Guardy here for Ian? No, it's a nest ball. Dude, if this gets a Fez, dude, can this man draw Candy Gardevoir? Dude, screw Candy Gardevoir. Can he just draw Curly? Dude, the Ralts came to play, and that's it. They just stopped at Ralts. They were like, all right, listen, we're here. We're ready to go, but that's it. You're not getting any more. No Curlia, no Gardevoir. Here we go. Fez for 3. Got a Curlia. Got a Candy. All right, we're in there. We don't have bench space for Clefairy, though. So that is a drawback. Ooh, okay, chill all at once. Curlia, Gardevoir set up. Ian can start swinging and drawing some prize cards. You can KO the Dreepy off the bench with double Monkey Dory. Punch the active really hard. Or you could Mind Bend the active plus KO the bench Dreepy. Maybe there's something there. Cal punished like crazy. Now, this is a proper use of the term punished. This is how you use the term punished. It looks like it's going to be a Guardy Punch here, though, from Ian, just going all out. I mean, I assume we're just going to KO the Dreepy here as well, just to draw as many prize cards as possible, as fast as possible. Oh, maybe not. Maybe going to put 6 on the active instead. Okay, just wants to threaten and pressure the active as much as possible. Okay, this still makes sense. We're still pressuring for prize cards. So we're looking at 170 on the active. Double Monkey Dory or triple Monkey Dory next turn would clean up this Dragapult. And the Dreepy can still be KO'd by double Monkey Dory on the next turn as well. Now the plays from Calvin are much more limited. No damage on Ian's side of the field as well. What is the play here from Calvin? Counter Catcher is active now. Okay, the Dreepy immediately becomes the Dracloak, and we can Monkey Dory to heal that 30 off, removing the pressure on that Monkey Dory, but that means double Monkey Dory actually KOs the active Dragapult. How many? If there's no energy, there's kind of... is it ever like Counter Catcher Fez plus Iono and just punch the Fez? Dude, that's... I need some help, chat. What are we doing here? I actually just don't know. KO Fez on the bench. Ooh. I don't know if it's not even that good. Iono plus KO Fez off the bench. Okay, hold up. I kind of like... No, I like that, actually. Yeah, that's good, right? Iono plus KO Fez off the bench. I like that, actually. And I don't even know if we have to Iono here, to be honest. I don't even know how big Ian's hand is. Or do you ever KO both Monkey Dories? Is the monkey... How much value do we put on these Monkey Dories? Are we scared of those? You can't free bench space for Clefairy, no? At this point, I don't think it matters, to be honest. All right, Calvin's... I mean, holding the Dusknoir also seems pretty powerful here. That's what it looks like Calvin's going for here. Just going boss. Wait, extra saving counter catcher for later. Okay. Monkey Dory moving 30. Should the 30 come off the bench Dracloak? Wait, this is just a misplay from Calvin, right? This is another miss. Wait. Oh, no, we're trapping the Fez. We're going for the Fez trap. Okay, okay. Okay, so we're hoping Ian can't move the Fez. Okay. Okay, I don't hate this play. I actually don't hate this play. At first, I thought Calvin was knocking out the active. Okay, Ian here, though, has energy in hand. We can retreat the active. And then we can go Guardy KO active plus double Monkey Dory KO bench Dracloak. And then you can't even pop Dust Snore anymore. And that's it. That's game. You saw Ian had energy in hand. Oh, we knew Ian had energy? Though this play feels terrible then. I feel like we had to... Was there no Iono in Calvin's hand? Could Calvin have not gone on Iono plus KO? Wasn't KO Fez the better play there? I think KO anything was the better play there. We just need to do something. Not doing anything. If we knew that Fez could retreat, doing nothing is feels like a terrible play. Because now Ian just knocks out the active with a fully set up Guardy and double Monkey Dory. Scratch that, double Guardy. He played boss, but he could have gone counter catcher instead. Yeah, he could have gone counter catcher. This is fine if you heal Dracloak, I think. But if you heal Dracloak, the active Dragapult dies to double Monkey Dory. Is that good enough? No, I guess that would be fine, right? Then you shove Pult, yeah. Yeah, I agree. So that Calvin had to just heal the 30 off the bench Monkey Dory, yeah. And then you get to push something up into the active to absorb the Guardy hit. But now this seems unlosable for Ian. There's only there's plenty of time left too. Ian should only need like one more turn to close this out, probably. Well, actually, that's not even 100% true. Calvin can... If Calvin doesn't take a KO here... Can we find Halucha Turo CC? Does that lead to 5 prize cards? Halucha. We can't ever draw 5, right? Trap Guardy. Yeah, we could bring up the bench Gardevoir and punch that one instead, maybe. 4. Yeah, but freeing up any bench space. If we're not freeing... If we go Iono plus free up bench space, then it's fine. Yeah, if we go Iono plus free up bench space from Calvin, then it's fine. Otherwise, we just need a punch and not free up bench space. Halucha was searched out here, and then we're going to the Fez for 3. Nitrocher and Counter Catcher were found. Well, Nitrocher's not that good here, but the Counter Catcher, that could be a big part. Also, you lose to Screamtail here as Calvin if you take a KO. I feel like you can't take a KO here, right? We just can't take a KO. I think it literally has to bring up the bench Guardian and just put more damage in play. Does Cal play Ursaluna? Yes. Okay, there's a Counter Catcher on the Guardy. Counter Catcher Badoo. Oh no, you can't Badoo here. How do we ever win next turn with no KO? Surely we set up some win turn next turn. Well, no, but if we punch the Guardy, doesn't that set up for a win? Am I trolling? As Calvin here, if you punch Guardy in the active and you put 6 on the Fez, you can go punch Guardy plus KO, Monkey plus KO Fez between Halucha and theoretically damage pushback to your side with your own Monkey Dory, right? Push the 5 months there, Fox Slayer. There's only 30 seconds left. If this ends on Calvin's turn, I don't think Ian can win in a single turn here. Need to Lucha Turo Gus, I think. Doesn't seem too far off. There's the attack. 200. And we can't take a knockout here. I think you should put all 6 on Fez, right? 6 on Fez. Doesn't KO it. Over to Ian. 1 second left. It doesn't matter if he's turn 1 or turn 0. This is Ian's last turn, no matter what. There's just no win condition for Ian. There's just no win condition. Yep. And Ian concedes. Calvin wins 1-0. And honestly, though, I think Calvin might have just won on the next turn anyways, though. Like, I think if there was another turn, I think Calvin probably wins. We would have had to, like, see it play out. Calvin's hand wasn't that good, I guess, but... yeah. The game one was very interesting. Yeah, no win conditioner from Ian. Continuing to be bench locked. But it would have been curious to see that one play out and to see actually who would have won. Ian doesn't play Turo? Ian does not play the Turo, no. Well, I don't think so. He plays double Bravery Charm, didn't play Turo at Milwaukee, so I'm assuming no Turo.